Good evening to you, Garfield. Look at what I'm showing you here. You're looking at the 7-day weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. Last night we were a little bit more relaxed by a northwesterly push, but during the course of the afternoon the models have been trending a little bit more to the west. Take a look at where the Leeward Islands now is within this particular area. Stay with us. I'll unpack it when we return. I'll be right back.
The weather report is brought.
Thanks a lot for staying with us. A lot for us to talk about with respect to this area of disturbed weather. Take a look at where it's at. X marks the spot. This is where it's located, and I want to pay just a little bit more attention to this particular graphic. Now, you're good if you're on the National Hurricane Center's homepage, you would have seen this graphic. Let's talk a little bit more about what it's not. And so you could understand that you could be a little bit more scary. Look here. But for right now, while it is true that it shows a general trend towards the west, this particular graphic is not necessarily for track forecasting. Now, what this graphic means that somewhere within this red zone right here, a tropical cyclone can form. It means that it can form right here, or it can form right here. It can form here, or it can form here. And while it is true that it forms someplace within this general location, it can track this way, or it can track this way. So it's not necessarily for track forecasting. Now, this is rather important because many of you would have said that something is coming towards us. The trend last night was for it to head out to sea. However, the models are trending a little bit more towards the west, global models that is, including the notable, the ECMWF, which is the European model, and the American model. They are now becoming in sync, which suggests that a system is likely to track a little bit more closer to us here in the Eastern Caribbean Islands. Now, here is the good news about this. It's way out here, 1,800 miles out, so it gives us a lot of time for us to at least track it. So if you are wondering and your anxieties are raising by this, let's say it this way. It's a little bit more concerning, not for us to worry about, at least for right now. Let's move on to our next graphic, and you're going to be seeing the wider context where it's at. Take a look at where we are, the Caribbean islands right here, all the way out to the coast of Africa, the main development area right here. X marks the spot. So we are right inside here. The clouds are right here. You're not noticing anything of significance right now because it's still in its formative stage. But the National Hurricane Center is saying that it's going to be moving towards the west, and right now it's going to be moving into an area where lighter wind shear and warmer sea surface temperatures, and remember that we are in the month of September. Anything that wants life will definitely get life. So when it is moving in this general location in the next 48 hours, only a moderate chance that you will see a tropical cyclone forming. But in the next 7 days, the chances bump right up because of the scenarios that are painted right here. What we want you to do is to make sure that you monitor. Monitor means that we're going to be keeping an eye on it. We have another 3 to at least 7 days before it comes someplace in the vicinity of the Leeward Islands. I'm not saying that it is coming. I'm saying to you, just monitor. It's possible that we can have a tropical cyclone in our neck of the woods by sometime next week. We're going to be paying closer attention to it. It's rather about let's say 1,800 miles out, moving towards the west to northwest, possibly sometimes towards the west, and it's going to be bringing the islands of the Eastern Caribbean into greater focus. We will be unpacking that as the nightly goes on, as our nightly weather forecast goes on, but for right now, not for us to worry about. But we're going to be paying closer attention to it. The next shot says to us, closer to home, a tropical wave just to the east of the island of chain. We're here in the Eastern Caribbean. It is forecast to move towards the west. So if you're seeing some sprinkles or some showers tonight, it's the weak tropical wave. And at least we want some rainfall in our vicinity, y'all, because of the drought conditions. So going on into our forecast for tonight, we are saying that it's going to be a 60% chance that you will see a passing shower. So the next slide says that our forecast chart says, take a look at your overnight lows at nice and manageable at 24 or 75, a moderate chance that you will see some showers in your neck of the woods because of that tropical wave. Wake up tomorrow morning. The next slide shows our sunrise and your sunset times, but I'm preparing it on the side-by-side for the next graphic that says where our Friday, Saturday weekend planner goes, and take a look at what we are seeing. We are seeing that Thursday, Friday, even on Saturday, a moderate chance of a shower. Best chance of some showers are on Sunday. Your winds out of the east at 12 miles an hour, even lighter in the nighttime, keeping it nice and cooler. Making sure, taking a look at your daytime temperatures, reaching as high as 93, but your nighttime temperatures cooling just a bit at 24 or 75. The next graphic shows our seas, and we are saying that on Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday, going right out to Sunday, the waves will not be a factor for those individuals who are on the coastline and as much as those individuals who are on the open waters. So let's wrap it up for you. Take a look at your summary, the next slide says, and we're going to be seeing that a moderate chance of a shower will continue through the weekend. Tonight, a passing tropical wave. The seas will remain rather pleasant for those individuals who would go by the coastal areas, but more so, keep monitoring the tropics. That's possibly we could have a tropical cyclone in our neck of the woods sometime next week. The weather will always change, but as I always say, we will continue to weather the weather. Garfield and Nicola?
I love that. Continue to weather the weather.
Oh, it's
Weather
a
or
great
not.
saying, by the way, Nicola. It says here, whether you weather, in
Whether you-
spite of the weather, whether you
Weather or
like it or not.
Well, we will definitely continue
Nicola,
to monitor.
You'll certainly catch on.
I
You'll
am
certainly
catching
catch
on as we speak.
It is Leonard's signature. But of course, we'll be watching, monitoring very closely that area of disturbed weather, because
Definitely.
It is one of possibly interest and concern to us here in the Eastern Caribbean. Thank you so much.
It is.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Great stuff, man.
Absolutely.
Great stuff.
Leonard Josiah and his colleagues at the Met Office ensure that we are your weather headquarters. When the weather is in news, trust us for regular and timely updates. Up next, a quick look at news overseas.